Welcome, Army fans. This is Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com, along with Army Senior Safety slash Nickelback now, Gavin Shields. Gavin, how did the scrimmage go today for defense?
Oh, it was great just to be out there on Mikey Stadium. We got the backsplash we've been calling it. So, it just feels good. It feels normal now, and it's nice to be in there with the guys. Defense performed really well today. We have a lot of work to do, but that's the best part about football is you always adjust and you always work together to get better. So I'm really excited.
Nice. Did you get a lot of snaps today, or they played like younger guys a lot more?
It was just a good rotation for everybody.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So it was just a normal first, practice just to get an evaluation for everybody. We kind of stayed off the older guys stayed off the ground today, so it was good.
And at this point in camp, just to kind of clarify for the fans out there, are you really getting more looks and snaps at nickel or safety? That are you looking to play both? Kind of what's that status as kind of camp rolls along?
Right. Yeah. I'm just getting reps at both right now. Obviously more Apache right now or our outside linebacker, just because I haven't played it before. But we pride ourselves on knowing the entire defense. I played a lot of free last year. So, just being able to be in both rooms on, the field side and the boundary side is good for me just to learn all the positions. And as a free safety, I have to understand all the positions on the field. So it's just been a good adjustment for me and it's good to learn. So, we'll see what happens once game day gets here.
Nice. So what's probably been your biggest learning curve switching positions or trying to pick up the Apache position?
Yeah, there really hasn't been much of a learning curve for me because I feel like I understand the defense really well. And I'm in an amazing room with a great group of guys that have been playing Apache for a good bit. And I lean on my old brothers who have played Apache before, like Chance Keith and Jimmy Charlo. I just talked to him the other day, and it was really good to hear from him. And it's just one of those things that you have a great coach in there, Coach Luce, and he's been helping me a lot. And it hasn't really it's like I never skipped a beat. I'm just in there having fun with the guys and learning quickly. Again, like I said, at free safety, you got to know all the positions. So, it's just simple things that I got to adjust to and learn, but it's been going great.
That's awesome. And just I'll just kind of hover over something you talked about. Jimmy just signed with the Bills, obviously. So I got a chance to talk with him. He said, how's he doing? Did he have anything to say about, obviously I'm sure he's excited, but talking about playing with the Bills and everything.
Well, yeah, the best part about him is it's like he doesn't even play football anymore. He kind of just puts that in the background. He's just checking in on me, and that's the best part about our brotherhood here. He's just making it about me, and obviously I'm going to ask him how he's doing, but he just kind of circled back the questions back to me. So, he's obviously happy and he's doing really well. And he played today, so I can't wait to go check and see how he did in the fourth quarter today. But yeah, it's just a brother that I have that really cares about me. And, I was only here with him for freshman year. So it was really cool just to get that bond. And he's from New Jersey, and we pride ourselves on being from New Jersey. So
Yeah, I was going to talk about that a little bit of the New Jersey connection there. I actually I haven't lived there in forever, but I grew up in New Jersey, so I
awesome.
understand
Good,
that.
good.
And of course Casey Larkin being a big time
Yep,
New Jersey guy, so there's a little bit of a brotherhood within the brotherhood there.
exactly. Yeah.
Jersey guys. So
Yeah, we pride ourselves on being from New Jersey. We get a lot of hate sometimes because we're all like armpit of America. Like, come on. Yeah,
what exit are you from? And all
right,
that.
exactly. Me and Casey never hear the end of it from all our coaches, but we really embrace it. We've been playing with each other since prep school, so we really love just being out there together and priding ourselves being from New Jersey.
That's awesome. Good stuff. What way to represent, Gavin. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
The defensive backfield as a whole looks really strong this year. And pretty much under Coach Monken and Coach Woody, the defensive backfield's been amazing all the way through their tenure. But really looking at it this year, the depth you guys have with, just going through a couple names kind of towards the top of the depth chart. You, Colin Madison, Casey Larkin, obviously, Justin Weaver, Jaden Mays at the corner position. And then some of the younger corners that we talked to a couple weeks ago, Jackson Hammond, Jabari Williams, not that he's young, but in terms of playing time, a little younger. So talk a little bit about the secondary and how you guys are starting to gel. Obviously, against the other academies, you get to come up and stop the run, which you're used to playing against Army in practice and Army's offense. But most of the time during the season in the American Conference, you guys are going to be playing spread pass happy offenses. So talk a little bit about the secondary, how you're coming together and what you think the prospects look like for this season.
Yeah, so I would just say the biggest thing is chemistry. From the whole back seven as a whole, a lot of us are from the prep school and we played together for this is our fifth year playing together. So we really pride ourselves on that. And also like Colin Madison, who's the smartest dude I think I've ever met. Just being back there and being able to run the defense and someone we can trust back there. And then obviously Casey Larkin with the breakout season he had last year. Those are just two good leaders that we have in that room right now. And the guys behind them, I think, are learning a lot from them. And then obviously our core linebackers, those guys, I mean, it doesn't even have to be said how good they are. It's just full of leaders right now, the back seven, and it's really, exciting to see that, and it's really exciting to see these two corners, Jaden and Justin Weaver. I mean, these guys have been my best friends since prep school, and it's just awesome to see them out there playing, and it's awesome that we're all going to be out there on the field together, and we're really excited for that, and we're really excited to see where our chemistry, goes throughout the season, and I feel like that's one of our biggest strong points for us is just that we've been playing together for so long. So I'm really excited to see that. We got a little taste today and it was really awesome, really fun for us. So, it's just the group of leaders that we have in the secondary and the back seven and in each room. And it's really good for us right now. And it's really going to pay dividends in the end.
Great. And, what were your biggest takeaways today from the scrimmage personally? And what are you going to be focusing on this week in practice coming up?
Yeah, we're focused on game one. Tarleton State, at our on our home field, we're just gonna prepare the best we can. And that's our goal for next week, our final week of, just football, our final week of just camp before school starts. So we just want to be able to get all that in this week. Just be able to lean on each other and, start really breaking down film for our first game. And we've been doing that throughout the summer. So it's really good for us just to be able to, really hone in on, 20 days we have until we play our first game here at home. And so that's what next week's going to be focused on. And so we're really excited to dive in and get ready to go and lock in and have a great season.
Nice. And last questions for you. I ask all the firsties. Can you give us your academic major and what branch you're hoping for?
Yeah, so I'm a systems decision science major. It's basically systems engineering, a little bit easier. So I went kind of that route. I like working on computers. I'm a little tech geek, And then I'm hoping to go field artillery. So that's what I've been interviewing for. So I'm really hoping I get that. But any combat arms is good for me. And I just want to serve my country in whatever way I can.
Awesome stuff, Gavin. Thanks a lot for your time today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and best of success to you through the rest of preseason camp and on into the season. Go Army, beat Navy.